Cool. Well, hello, and I'm Alex. We already done an interview like 5 years ago when your previous album came out. I don't know if you remember. But anyway, here we are again. How are you?
Well, actually, I'm good. It's like uh, not so long until the album is released, and that is always a good thing. So yeah, it's better now than the waiting is the hardest part.
Of course. Um, so it's been 5 years. So how what happened in these last 5 years since the Northern Chaos Gods?
Well, after a while, we had the pandemic,
Of course, of course. How can we forget that?
and we also had some disagreements. There was like uh, I always write music, so for me, it's like a never-ending uh, stop for the compositions. So I already started writing music for the next album or Immortal stuff then, and in 2019. So um, and when I was going to record this, there was a lot of obstacles. There was the pandemic. I booked the studio, started to rehearse and for the album, and then I had to leave again and come back later. And when the album was finished, everything was recorded and mastered. It was in 2021, I think. I'm very happy that I make timeless music because it's like it would have been a disaster if it was uh, yeah, if you had a date on your songs. So um, it took a lot of time because you have to wait for the vinyls, right? And also there was a lot of bands who went to the studio in the pandemic, under the pandemic, and everybody is releasing albums, right? So you're in the queue.
I see. I see. And so now Immortal is just you, right?
Yes.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking? I'm sure pretty much everyone is asking the same question. But yeah, what
Well,
happened
not
with
everybody. I think it's like it's nothing unique. It's like I've been doing this for 30 years, since 1990, right?
Mhm.
And most bands they release two CDs and quit. So so it's like I think when you're doing this for 30 years, you will have to accept that members have a different opinion sometimes, and they come and go, or they will leave for something else, or that things are not the same anymore, or you want to do it your own way. It's for me, it's much better now because Immortal's music is very insisting. The expression is very insisting. It's very recognizable. At least that's what I think. And for the fans, I think that when they put on the album, they will instantly hear if it's Immortal or not. And this is an expression that I worked a lot with from the start. And I thought it was, after All Shall Fall, there was compromises. There were things hurting the music. So I think it was not going in the right direction. I had to put it back on track. It took a long time, but I think with these two last albums now, I probably have at least for my sake, it's like I think it's now in the right direction, much more than before.
um, would you say that the title kind of embodies what you just described?
Yeah, in a way. But it's also like when you make an album which are uh, like this one, I thought it was like a bit the same like Kill 'Em All, total destruction, that expression, just fuck them all. Let's do this. Let's just blow their minds off. That's at least what the plan was. So I think it's like that always. When I made the title Pure Holocaust, and I made the title Battles in the North, and when I made the title All Shall Fall, it's like statements in a way for the album. It's a statement for the songs or for the album, and it's not political. I never wrote political lyrics or religious lyrics, so It's a world of its own, and it's all about the music and the lyrics together as one expression for the fans to join. So war against all. Well, it's just a lot of things, but a lot of people, everybody asks that same question. So I guess I had to admit that it's probably, you're probably right.
The one title you didn't mention that is Blizzard Beast. That's when I first saw Immortal in London. When I saw you guys at the Underworld, it was during Blizzard Beast, I think. I'm quite positive.
Yeah. 95.
Yes. And Blizzard Beast, it sounds like Ozzy Osbourne and Iron Maiden. Because you have Blizzard, the Blizzard of Oz, and the Number of the Beast. What is it? Just my take, or was it intentional?
No, it was like when I made that title, Blizzard Beast. It was like in a way putting our characters into Blusher. In a way, it's like we are the Blizzard Beast in a way. It was like the snowstorm. It was a new word for snowstorm that we discovered and found very interesting, and I wanted to put into the music in a way, and like a signature, But then I knew that Sons of Northern Darkness was more like a statement for us, who we were or what we are. Yeah. So Blizzard Beast I like the title. Too bad we had much problems with the production of that one. Okay. I think it's it's an album with a lot of good songs. It's just like very bad produced.
Okay. And I promise you, I'm not being sarcastic with my next question. I promise. I'm really genuine. Like in your music, or the way you do the covers and the lyrics and the titles, in the music, of course, you have this persistence on winter. So this is my question. In Norway, you do get some sun, right? So why? It's like you have the 4 seasons. So why focus on just one season? You have other 3. You have autumn with very nice colors, when the trees lose their leaves, and also you have obviously, like for example, where I come from, the summer, which is supposed to be like the season where people have fun, is actually excruciatingly hot. It's like hell. So going back to your titles and so forth, why just focus on winter?
Well, there is heaven, there is hell, and there is Blusher, So we represent the winter.
yes, but winter is a season like any other. It's us humans that attach this sort of religious.
The Fimbulwinter is not a season. That's what we're waiting for. While the other people are waiting for the damnation or doomsday or whatever. It's different. But I understand the question. That is the most inspiring. And for me, I was born in the north of Norway. My mother comes from there, and it's a very cold place. And when I was little, we were traveling for vacations up there, and I was always found that very inspiring. And so I was early into liking the winter. But and actually 5 years ago, I moved from Bergen to the mountains, 3.5 hours from the city. And where I live now, there is winter all year on the mountains. It's like when I look outside the window, it's snow on all the mountains. So for me, it's like living here is like a composer's dream, because I have the mountain, the fjords, and the woods and everything. So I can walk from here to the top of the mountain on the back of my house. There is nobody lives there. It's not only my house here, but on the back of the house it's like that. And I live by the foot of the glacier. Okay. So for me, it's like that is what inspired me to do music. In June and July, I cut the strings on my guitar. I don't play, 2 months at all.
Is it because of the weather?
I'm joking with you.
I was just checking where
No,
the
but it's a
conversation was
bit
going.
it's a bit of truth in it. I don't write music so much in the summer. It's an honest thing, you know. I have a vacation for 2 months normally. That I say,
Okay.
okay, now I don't write no immortal writing these 2 months. You know, of course I play the guitar. I don't stop. But it's like I'm just trying to explain you why this winter thing is so important. You know, it's like something that I just started with, and it became like there is some autumn in our lyrics too as well. But I think autumn is depressing. You know, in a way, it's like the summer for me is nothing to do with the music I do in Immortal because the summer can be a really nice time. But for me, I don't connect that to the music.
Okay.
And summer and spring for me is more or less the same in a way. It's like I like much more the spring. You know, when it's not too hot. You know, but yeah, and I like the changes, of course. It would be a bit boring just to have the same season all the year, but winter is definitely what inspires me the most. And yeah, I think that is the thing that I can easily connect to the music in a way and bring my fans into their records. You know, it's like I think it's very important to Immortal wouldn't be the same without those lyrics. You know, it would be like anybody else. You know, and I don't say the music is bad, but it's like it's stronger with both those things.
And so you said that you've now been doing this for 30 years. Is
Mm.
it without sounding too materialistic, is there is a market for this kind of genre, because it's obviously very niche, even for heavy metal. Do you,
Mm.
do you have another profession as well as doing being part of doing Immortal?
No,
Okay, this is your full time
this
job.
is what I do. And
Okay,
I also wrote some music for film, and I wrote some music for sometimes I did that, you know. But it's like this is what I do. Yeah.
okay, that's great. It's really good. It's really really good because not many musicians can do that, So it's really really good. So what kind of music have you done for films? I believe you've done music also for video games.
Yes, well, it was a long time ago. I did something for them, and I did something for a movie last year, which is called Leave. It's a horror movie.
Okay.
I wrote some of the stuff for the film.
And have you seen the movie Lords of Chaos?
Yeah, I saw a bit of it. I think I didn't see the whole movie. No,
What do you think of it?
I don't have a meaning because I haven't seen the whole movie. So I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no problem.
If I should say anything good or bad about it, I will have to watch the movie.
No, no, I understand.
I just saw some cuts from it here and there, and it's not enough to say if it's good or bad or whatever. But I think it will be. I'm not impressed, so I don't know.
I've
Yeah.
asked every Norwegian band that I talk to, I've asked the same question, and no one has seen it.
Okay. Maybe because I don't know. I'm not sure why, but maybe it's because it didn't feel authentic to me when I saw the small cuts.
Well, the drummer of Bathory is the director. Surely he must have been part of the inner circle, as they call it.
I don't think so.
Oh, it wasn't. It was not part of the inner circle.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, okay, fair enough. And another question. Your name, Demonaz.
Mm.
For you, is it like your alter ego, your stage name, or what does it mean to you?
It's my artist name,
Okay.
and yeah, it's my artist name, and I used it so long that I can't remember why I took it.
That's fair enough. Um, I asked Abba the same question, And he said to me, one day I just looked in the mirror and then I just thought of it. Which is fair enough. No, because yesterday I interviewed Gloria Hammer, and the band names are very, what would you say, very difficult to pronounce. So that kind of prompted me to ask like what these names really mean, because especially in black metal, the musician's name sometimes are more complicated than the band name.
So, well, the truth is that me and Abbat, we wanted to find makeup and we wanted to find stage names, right?
Yeah.
And I came up with Abbat and he came up with Demonas. Or right. And I'm not sure. We had those two names, and I remember that I was going to be called Abbat in the beginning, and he was going to be called Demonas. It was on the same day,
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting.
And I remember we found the names, or maybe he found one name before, and I found my name. But we were switching back and forth, and then we said, "Okay, I will be Demonas, you will be Abbat." Or he said it. I don't know who said it, but I remember that was a discussion. We just had that. It was nothing we had thought about for a very long time. It just happened in a day, and
okay.
we were fooling around with those two names.
Are you guys still friends?
I haven't talked to him for a while. We haven't talked for a while, but there was no bitterness. Okay, there was no bitterness. The last time we talked, there was no. We talked for some time. Yeah. So.
I don't want to sound like weird than anything.
You know what?
It would be great.
Sorry. You know what? You can ask me anything, and I can answer anything. Good. And I can answer it however I want, right?
Of course. It would be great to have an Immortal reunion. That would be awesome.
For who? For me?
For the fans.
We tried that, right? We've been through that, If it should be me and Abbat and Håg in the same band, it would work, but it didn't work,
Okay.
It didn't work out. It's the same like people always ask bands when they change the members,
Mm-hmm.
They always ask why can't he come back, Even Angus, even Bon Scott, which is dead, people want him back in AC/DC. So it's it's a big wish,
Of course.
That maybe not and I understand you can ask that, but it's 10 years since he left. 9 years, I think.
Okay, yeah, so wow.
And I think he's happy where he is,
Mm-hmm. And so with the new album, did you record every instrument?
Except for the drums and the bass, yeah. This time but of course I wrote the whole album, right? And then I made demos for it. And I contacted Kevin, which is the drummer also of Gals Vyrd, this band. And he wanted to do it. And he sent me back drum recordings along with the guitars. And we met in the studio. We worked on the drums and the songs and just to record them, and it worked out very well. And also Icedale, Arve Isdal, he laid down the bass on the album. Yeah.
Amazing. Harald, I don't have any more questions. If there's anything you'd like to add, let me know. We have half an hour, so I thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the best with the new record. Are you going to be doing any touring?
We will see after the album is released, because I have a meeting with the management in June.
Okay.
And then we will look at all the offers and everything and see if we can find something that would do justice to the music. So, no, I don't have anything to add, I think. If you should have anything, you can also always send a mail to Nuclear Blast and I can forward it to me and I can answer it.
Okay, amazing. Thank you very much. I wish you a good day and take care, my friend.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, folks. Thanks for watching this podcast. If you enjoyed this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friend, your family, and your cat. And stay awesome. Don't forget to check out our store at www.headingmusicartwork.com. Ciao for now.
Preview.